So it is 5:30 in the morning. And we are here in the children's ER. Our little Sushi here has a high heart rate, has a fever, and is just very fussy and is not living her best quality of life.
The 70s, and I think it's just because she's wiggling. I'm 100.
We're here, and there goes baby Sushi right there, just kicking and flailing around. Hi, you. She's looking at us all happy and cute, like, thank you so much.
Monitor keeps going off for her heart rate that's very high, so.
Great. So some of you guys may be wondering, why are you there? Well, once again, high heart rate. Thank you to the outlet. The outlet was alerting to us like, heart rate's really high. We get here to the hospital, it's still high. So it really gives you a peace of mind, honestly.
Honestly, I don't know how people did it back in the day without that.
Seriously. And then she has a fever as well. We checked it, so that's easy to check. The outlet does not check the temperature of the baby, but when we picked her up, we could just feel she was just burning, and we're like, oh gosh. We did try to give her children Tylenol at home. She threw it up. She did not spit it up. I mean, she upchucked it out of her system and was like, I'm not doing this right now. I thought it would taste good. I guess it doesn't, because every time I put it in her mouth, she was not having it. And trust me, I did little by little, and she just saved it and threw it all up all in one go. Well, all in 4 goes, but still. Yeah, it was just throw up everywhere. So we are getting her checked out. We will update you guys once the doctor comes in. The nurse already came in, checked her weight. She's like 13 pounds, which is amazing. Yeah, let's see. Even the nurse is like, yeah, high heart rate, not the best right now. And then fever, great. So let's see. They said probably the route they're gonna do is probably do a rectal Tylenol, have her absorb it as quick as possible, and send us on our way home, which would be amazing, because me and Paul have been up since 2 in the morning, Paul 3 in the morning, and we're both exhausted. But this is the life of being a parent, isn't that right, Paul?
Oh yeah, 100%.
We enjoy every moment of this journey. You guys love how loud she's being? Hey, aren't you supposed to be sick?
No, you can't.
Paul speaks to her in Spanish and I do English. Yeah. Let's see what the doctor says. We're gonna take some time now and play with baby Sushi. So Sushi is just having a blast here. I mean, you guys are gonna probably hear her be speaking to us. So usually, me and Paul have a dynamic. I take night shifts because I have to pump, so might as well, and I'm fine with it. And then Paul does the morning. So once it's like 7 in the morning and she's up, that's Paul's time. I get to sleep in a little bit longer. That works for us. Every parents have their own system, and to each their own. Tonight was a little bit different. Something told me to wake Paul up and ask for help, because I needed a pump still, the baby needed to be fed, and also had her diaper changed. Like, that was just way too much happening at once. So I needed to pump. I was in that much pain. So I woke him up. He helped me. He did amazing. Isn't that right?
100%.
And then we got her down back to go to bed, but her heart rate was a little too high for our liking. With the outlet, we like to see her heart rate between like 110 to 140 for us to feel comfortable, like she's good, nodding off.
And that's how we know she's asleep, because when we're looking at the outlet, when we see it go from like 130 per se to 150, 160, we know she's awake, so we instantly go before she starts screaming at the top of her lungs. And that has really helped, because we can stop her from getting like cranky, wide awake, yelling, screaming at the top of her lungs, and it's going to be harder to put her down afterwards. What I notice is the heart, again, the outlet tracks everything. So the outlet tracks everything. So you can see heart rate trends, oxygen, and how she's sleeping. So all night it's been around 128, 130, and then it started creeping up, 140, 150, 160, 180, 190, and I can see the little trend of it going up and up and up. So at that point, we took her temperature, saw she had a fever, heart rate, the outlet started going off like crazy, and we're just like, just take her to the hospital, because she wouldn't take the Tylenol.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I know maybe it was me half asleep, I wouldn't have made the right calls for us to come here. I would have been like, it's fine, she's okay, she's gonna sleep it off. Paul noticed, like, when we put her down, her heart rate wasn't going lower than like 160. And he was just like, we gotta watch her, like something's not right here. And once he said that, I was just like, oh, okay. And he took lead on it, and he was just like, better safe than sorry, we need to come and get her checked out. And yeah, the medical staff is like, yeah, thank God you came, you know, better. Why are you coughing? I don't know. Anyway. Alright, guys, I'm exhausted.
Sí. ¿Verdad, bebé?
She's telling me she's ready to eat.
Es que tengo hambre. Sí, me gusta. Me gusta. Sí.
You heard that? She said now. I gotta oblige.
Sit rep. We are here.
I'm feeding the baby.
Yeah, Denise, she breastfed her for a little bit, and now just doing a little bit of a bottle. So doctor came in, talked to us for a little bit, let us know that her fever was a little bit on the high side, and because of that, they just want to check for infections. So the only way how to do that is through a urine sample. Now for those of you who do not have children, who do not know, and I learned this today as well, they do not collect the urine from any diapers or anything like that. They have to actually use like a little catheter, and that catheter goes in through the urinary tract, and they take the sample, send it off to the lab, see if anything comes back. If there is an infection, depending on what comes back, they can then determine what antibiotic to put her on. If there is no infection, then simple, hey, she just had a fever and it's breaking already, so just continue. The problem that we had, honestly, was that she just would not take the Tylenol. So yeah. I'm sure if she would have taken the Tylenol and just calmed down, we cooled her down, like we took all her clothes off, make sure she was cool, I'm pretty sure she would have been fine. Is just we couldn't get her to take the Tylenol. I mean, she was like our dogs that just spit it out. Another thing is the doctor did mention is that she does sound very congested, and we did tell our pediatrician this, and they just gave us a few tips, like just suction her nose out, use some saline, and that's pretty much it. And it did help. The doctor here was like, we're gonna teach you how to do it like really, really well to improve, because again, when babies are feeding, the bottle or nipple is in their mouth, they breathe through their nose. If you can't breathe through her nose, she's not going to feed as much or as quickly either. So that's a problem, and we want to resolve that problem. And so they're going to teach us how to clean it out with some saline, get all that stuff loose and all that mucus, and then suction it all out. So yeah, they did the catheter is super small and super thin, but not easy to see your child go through that. I'm not going to lie, but it was necessary. Now the clock starts. It is currently 7 a.m. We've been here for a couple hours already.
We're exhausted.
I am tired.
I am beyond exhausted. So, her urine sample came back normal, thank God. They did suction out her nose just to make sure she's all clear, cleaned out. She is not a happy camper. Oh, hopefully we can leave soon. And we are leaving with the sun out. Oh, look at that fog. That's a real fog there.
Alrighty guys, so we just got back home and I am exhausted. Well, we got back home a few hours ago. Showered, changed,
prepared for the day to be a mother.
And now it's like 7 o'clock at night. Sushi has been doing really good. She's just been mellow, chill, taking it easy today. So that was nice. So it's been a day, guys. It's been a day. So we were told, usually depending on the vaccine that a baby gets, if it's the same vaccine, they may react the same way as previously. So the next time Sushi gets these rounds of vaccines again, we have to keep our eyes open, check her temperature, make sure she is a-okay. As first-time parents, this was a heart attack, don't get me wrong. And I'm gonna be real with all you new parents out there. It is okay if you are worried, don't know what to do, go get your baby checked out. There's nothing wrong with it. You're first-time parents, you know. If you need to go to the ER to make sure your precious fat self-copy is doing a-okay, definitely go do it. You know, there was a point during the evening, me and Paul were like, are we sure we want to go? And thankfully, I woke Paul up in the middle of the night just to help me out. And honestly, like I said, I was so exhausted. I wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together and just let her sleep with such a high heart rate. But thankfully, he caught it and was like, okay, we need to get this checked out. So guys, this is where we end it. Stay tuned for so much more because there's more to come. For now, guys, adieu and good night.